What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I am LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated, right? So the New York Knicks pull off a great victory today by beating the number one seeded team in the West, the Denver Nuggets, 116 to 110. Coming back home from that long road trip with the return of Jalen Brunson, which was awesome tonight. The Knicks, in a playoff type of atmosphere, pulled off a great victory, right? Brunson looked great, scoring 16 of his 24 in the first quarter. He looked just happy to be back home, right? At the Garden, moving and grooving. He was on fire the first quarter, and he looked great, right? He had big contributions from RJ tonight. RJ looked great. He had 21. Randle was solid too. Randle had 20. But it was just a total team effort tonight, man. It truly was. Because of Joker and Murray and Porter and those guys, they came ready to play, right? They really, truly did. The Knicks started off fast, but Denver, being the number one offensive team in the league, they caught up. And at one point, they were up by 13, right? But once again, Josh Hart, great coming off the bench, right? He had 13 points, 8 boards, 5 assists. He was just doing it all tonight, right? He was coming off the bench. IQ also was great. He had 10, right? Just great, great contribution. And then being Ihart, 6 points, 9 boards, right? So he was fabulous. Just having that unit come in and kind of stabilize the Knicks. Of course, RJ being part of that unit helped us get back in the game and tied it up 91-91, and the Knicks never looked back after that, right? They were pretty much climbing in, and they were pretty much grabbing the ball by its horns to take this lead over. Brunson coming up with timely moments, Randle coming up with timely shots. And, I love RJ, man, really coming off and attacking the basket today. He was 8 for 13 from the field, shooting from a high percentage. But it was a great win today, man. Truly great win for the team. Let's take a look at the highlights, guys. Hey, listen, man. Brunson changes everything. He really, truly does. Him coming back and him bringing in some type of stability to that lineup, and also, too, making it to where Randle and RJ don't have to feel like they have to do it all, right? So now you have the three-headed monster of those guys, and they're able to contribute and able to really put pressure on the defense. And Brunson is just so crafty with the ball, just everything he does. The Knicks look like a totally different team. And then also, too, it gives us great balance because now, once again, you can put IQ back on the bench. He can be on that second unit with Josh Hart and those guys, and Ihart, Obi. So then they can come in and bring their energy and be able to come up with big-time stops and kind of get the Knicks back into the game sometimes with their scoring and their defensive intensity with that second unit. And so it's just a great balance, you know what I mean? That's the key. And it's perfect timing because now we're 10 more games left, getting close to the playoffs. So getting that rhythm back is important, especially with Brunson being down. Even though, it was a couple of games he was down. To me, I think it was perfect timing, right? Because you kind of want him healthy and ready to go for this last push. Parts of this game, you kind of saw he was a little rusty. But then he closed it out, man. Closed it out strong, making good, smart basketball plays, doing what he does. And like I said, what he does is that it's not just all the scoring, but it's just the confidence that you feel when he has the ball in his hands. Because he's going to make the right decision with the basketball, the right pass, the right choice with the rock, where he doesn't turn it over, and that's just what he does. Man. That's just what he does, and he makes it so much easier for Randle, so much easier for Barrett, because now those guys don't have to force. They really don't. They could just attack and be downhill ball players, and don't have to think about decision making because they have their point guard back to really do that. And then IQ being IQ is great for him because now he can just come off the bench and be him. Just pretty much like a Vinny microwave type of player, right? Coming in, instant offense, and then Josh Hart being Josh Hart, right? So now, like I said, it's just a fine, well machine. And this is a great quality win today against the best team in the West. And of course, back-to-back MVP winner, Nikolai Jokic. We call him Joker, who's also up for the MVP again this year. He's a tough matchup. And of course, Murray, he's back from, having those knee injuries. He was on fire tonight. So once again, you're playing a legit contender in the West, right? So now the Knicks are showing that, hey, listen, we can play with the big boys. We can. And we can win games, too, against the big boys. So, this is why it was just a great quality win today. And it was great to see Brunson back, pretty much 100% to pull off a great victory today. Much needed, but it was just good. It was just good. Now we got 10 more games left. Knicks are 42-30. So hopefully, man, we can go 8-2 and get to that 50 ball, right? And win 50 games this year. And have a strong, confident push going into the playoffs. And, pretty much hopefully we can solidify that 5th or 4th seed and lock us in, right? But it's going to be tough going downhill with the schedule. We got Minnesota coming up on Monday. So we got to see how that looks. But it's going to be tough for the Knicks. We got Miami in 2 games. We got a couple of top teams. We got Cleveland also coming up. We also got the Pacers twice. So it's going to be tough. But I think the Knicks can do it with these next 10 games. All right? But listen, I'm LV Live, and that's my show. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people, right? Also, too, if you come by and leave comments, please subscribe. And if it's your first time coming by, also, please subscribe. All right? I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out. Let's go, Knicks. Peace.